The number one thing I hear from my leaders is that leadership can be extremely isolating and extremely lonely. But nobody seems to talk about that, right? What they mean by that is, as a leader, you're the conduit between your team members, your direct reports, and the senior leadership team. But who are you supposed to go to when you yourself encounter some challenging situations in leadership? When you start to grapple with some of the realities of leadership, who are you supposed to talk to, right? Here are 2 tips to help you feel a little less lonely and a little more supported. Number 1, find a coach. Elite athletes did not become elite athletes on their own. They surrounded themselves and sourced a team of experts for all facets of the dynamics at play when practicing their sport, so they could create a training plan that would really enable them to step into their full potential. Same thing rings true with you as a leader. As a coach myself, I have a coach. What? I do. I'm great and an expert in the business that I do, in doing the actual business. But what I'm not is a business expert. So I've sourced a coach to help kind of support the development of my business and help me scale it up to where I envision it being in a few years. A coach is someone who will hold up a mirror for you, someone who will help you establish some growth goals and then make a plan to actually bring them to fruition, but also hold you accountable along the way, right? You want that variety of perspective, that variety of expertise. You want to surround yourself with people who will support your growth and development as a leader. Number 2, find a community. It's really important to find a community of like-minded leaders, but also from a variety of industries, because whether we realize it or not, we tend to troubleshoot. Even if you are comfortable, for example, going to your leadership peers to troubleshoot some issues, we're still always troubleshooting through the lens of our industry and organization. So that being said, there's real value in getting alternative perspectives and understanding, for example, in my mastermind group, we've got people from the financial district, as well as people from healthcare, people from government, people from construction companies. So it's great to see, we also encounter, there's a normalizing factor that we encounter these kinds of challenges regularly as well. However, rather than take the route that you've already tried, have you thought of doing it this way? And it's when you get that kind of beautiful mix of people at a table or in a group, in a Zoom meeting, whatever the case may be, talking and sharing best practices as well as lessons learned, that you leave having some actual strategies and feeling like you're supported and you have a plan to troubleshoot some of those challenges you've encountered as a leader. So my top 2 tips: get a coach, find a community, or even better, do both. Get a coach and find a community. And lo and behold, you'll realize that leadership will suddenly not feel so isolating and lonely.